It's the Lunar New Year holiday, Seollal here in South Korea, which always keeps grocery shoppers busy preparing the holiday food, but also makes them contemplate at the checkout with such high inflation in the country. For more, we are joined by our economic correspondent, Shin Ha-young. Welcome back, Ha-young.
Great to be here, Dami.
So, Ha-young, how is the situation regarding the cost for preparing for the Charye table for Seollal this year?
Well, Dami, I'd first like to point out that there are conflicting survey results on the cost of preparing a Charye table. While some consumer groups claim that the expenses have increased significantly from the previous year, the South Korean government says it is at a similar level to 2023. The Korean National Council of Consumer Organizations reported that the cost of groceries for a Charye table for a family of 4 jumped 8.6% from the year before. On the other hand, citing the Korea Agro-Fisheries and Food Trade Corporation, the Agriculture Ministry on Wednesday announced that it only rose by 0.7% on year to 309,641 Korean won, or around $230. It also emphasized a 3% decrease in the price of high-demand chuseok items such as cabbage and beef. Take a listen.
The difference between the government's data and other surveys is because certain factors such as discounts from the government and large supermarkets are included in our data, but not in others.
Then beyond the numbers, Ha-young, what's the public's view on the prices in general?
Well, despite the conflicting data, which I just mentioned, the common sentiment among consumers I spoke with is that the cost of fruit is skyrocketing. Let's first take a listen to what the consumers had to say.
The soaring prices of fruits, vegetables, and manufactured goods made me hesitant to buy, but I ended up purchasing them to celebrate Seollal with my family.
The prices of fruits and vegetables have gone up a lot. I even hesitated to buy zucchini as the price doubled.
We have to talk about fruits. How much have fruit prices gone up then? I mean, what's the reason behind such the hike?
Well, it'll be easy to understand if we compare the figure to the last month's overall consumer prices. According to Statistics Korea, consumer prices last month rose by 2.8% from the year before, dropping to the 2% range for the first time in 6 months. However, fruit prices surged by over 28%, 10 times higher than the overall average increase. Apple prices in particular jumped more than 50%. And when setting up a Charye table, people usually look for fruits of high quality. But with soaring prices, consumers want more affordable options, such as fruit and vegetables that are relatively ugly or have scratches. One expert attributes higher fruit prices to abnormal weather conditions. Take a listen.
Apple prices have skyrocketed since last year's Chuseok. Abnormal weather conditions, including cold waves, have resulted in poor apple harvests. Since the country doesn't import apples, prices are rising due to limited supply.
Personally, I've become one of those consumers who don't mind buying fruits that are less pretty. Now, how is the government coping with such high prices? I mean, what measures are there?
Well, the government says its aim is to lower prices by allocating an all-time high of 84 billion won, which is around $63 million, to provide discount coupons for the purchase of agricultural, livestock, and fishery products. It has also increased the supply of reserve stocks of commodities that are in high demand. And one expert says consumers can get discount of up to 60%. Take a listen.
Consumers may not notice the significant impact of the government's release of reserved stocks of Seollal items due to last year's poor harvest. However, with the government offering up to a 30% discount and retailers adding an additional 30%, consumers can enjoy discounts of up to 60% when purchasing agricultural and livestock products.
I also heard the government cut tariffs on certain fruits to tame the skyrocketing prices for fruits as well.
You're right, Dami. Along with the measures I've just mentioned, tariffs have been slashed on 6 imported fruit types, including pineapples, bananas, and mangoes. However, the issue is that apples and pears, which have seen the highest price increase, aren't included because the country doesn't import these fruits. In other words, the government said it would address the soaring fruit prices by substituting traditionally used fruit with others, since it cannot dramatically increase domestic production of apples and pears.
All right, Ha-young, thank you for that report today. Happy Seollal.
Happy Seollal.